Well, my name is Carlos Miranda, and I'm 33. It's like a dating profile. And I run a strategy and management consultancy called h.Advisors. And h is a strategy and management consultancy, but focused exclusively on the social impact space. So we provide philanthropy advice to individuals, families, and foundations, corporate impact consultancy to companies, small, medium, and large, and fundraising and management consultancy to charities and nonprofits. We also have a sister company that I set up several years ago as well that does digital and social media consultancy called Social Misfits Media. I really think the variety is the best thing about my job. I have a great team. A lot of different clients, and because we do work with massive brands right down to kind of small community groups and really everything in between, just things are really different. So the fact that no 2 days are the same, and the fact that every day is a challenge in a good way, and every day brings with it a lot of fun things, but also again challenges, et cetera, is what keeps me on my toes and what I really enjoy about running two small but very dynamic, proactive businesses. What's interesting, I think that everybody's really interesting, right? I've done business with other members. In fact, one of the first employees we ever had at my company was another member, somebody who I met here at the club, and we ended up hiring him. He worked for us for 1.5 years before he went off and started his own thing. So I think that everybody kind of has a story, and it is a membership where people are dynamic, everyone is off doing interesting things. You encounter a lot of entrepreneurs. Not to be afraid. I think that was when I didn't have any intention of starting a business, and I was the junior partner in the firm, and things were going very well, and I was kind of given an opportunity that I wasn't particularly happy with, and I had no idea that that I would leave, and I really wanted to make it work, and I just wasn't happy. And really it was my father-in-law who said to me, who has his own firm, said to me, look, what's the worst that can happen? You fail and then you get another job, just do it. And I think that really gave me the confidence to go ahead and do it. Funny enough, when I quit my old job and I went off on my own, it was a week before we found out that my wife was pregnant with twins. And so I always wonder, had it been a week later, if I would have thought, well, actually, I have a good job. There's a certain level of security. Should I stay? Should I stay? And it was one of these kind of sliding door moments. But literally a week later, after I quit and I went off on my own, which is always going to be terrifying. A week later, we found out that my wife was pregnant, and not with one, but with two. On days like today where it's cold and miserable, like there are hot soups, kind of the soup deal is something always that I kind of go for. So I'm very partial to that. Film director. I was obsessed, and to this day I'm still obsessed with film and movies. Particularly the geekier, more sci-fi, the better. So my entire life I wanted to be a film director. There was I think when I was about 12, I wanted to be an animator for about 6 months, and so my parents bought me all of this animation pads, and that lasted for about a year. But it was always in the film industry. And then and I actually went to NYU and I started studying film, and then I got involved in a variety of charitable and nonprofit activities while I was at uni. And so that kind of shifted my career, and so I don't regret it at all, and I love what I'm doing, and it's amazing, and I still get to, obviously, as an amateur and as a fan, I still really involved in elements of film, and I really enjoy it. So, but growing up, all I wanted to be was a film director.